seventh graders, welcome. This is our robotics class, week 8. And so this week I have decided that I will not be doing a new lesson. And so there'll be no new assignments because I just love you guys so much. And I just want you to do well. And so I know that the end of the first quarter is on the 11th. So that would be next week. And so I'm going to give you this entire week to catch up on anything that you're missing. And what I'm going to do right now is just go over all of the assignments that we've had in robotics. And so, yes, I do love you that much. And I do want you to do well. So please, if you are missing anything, do it this week because there will be no excuse then at the end of the quarter when you see your grade and you're just like, what? Why did I get a 0? Well, you did nothing, right? And you had a whole week to make it up too. So please, I always say that as a student, you should treat being in school as if it was your career, right? So imagine if you were going to work every single day and you had a job to do, what kind of a worker are you going to be? What type of person are you going to reflect to the people around you? Are you going to be somebody who's just lazy and they do nothing, or they're always late and they're always getting their work in late? Or are you somebody who is very professional? You're on time. When something is due, you have it in the day before, you put in the effort, and people, when they see something coming with your name on it, they're like, wow, we know we're going to expect a very high standard because we know this person really cares about their work, right? So prepare yourself, challenge yourself for your future. Okay, because I think if you can get a hold of, time management, organization, planning, all of these skills now, right? While you're in middle school, by the time you're in high school and college, you'll be a whiz at this. You'll know how to manage multiple assignments and projects and things at the same time. And you won't be stressed out, right? I think that what happens with stress is we allow things to just fall apart, right? Every single day, we just allow the day to go by. We don't do what we need to do. And then we have this huge pile of things. And of course, you're going to feel stressed out, right? The best way to deal with that is to use a calendar, whether it's a paper planner, the Google Calendar app inside of your Google account. Keep track of everything, when it's due, have it in the calendar, and then set aside time every week for everything. For example, robotics class, set aside a weeknight, an afternoon after school, a weekend, 30 minutes, 40 minutes a week. Set that aside as your robotics time. And then you can do your assignment for the week during that time. And you'll feel so good about yourself. I'm done with it. I did what I was supposed to do for the week. And there won't be this feeling of, oh my gosh, I have so many things to do. I didn't do any of them. And then of course maybe you'll just give up because you'll feel like it's just too hard. That's why you do a little bit, and you get everything done. It's the best way, guys, to do life, right? So please, I hope and pray that you will continue to challenge and build yourself up in these skills. Okay, so let's just go over what was assigned to you for robotics class in the first quarter. And then I'll just quickly go. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this because we've already, I taught the lessons. You have the videos, you can go back to them. That's why we do the videos. So you can go back, you can pause if you need answers, you didn't take notes. It's there for you, right? How amazing is that? And then, we did have that day where we went over everything. So I don't want to spend too much time on this, but okay, week 1 and week 2, we went over the basics, robotics basics, right? Remember we had that slides presentation and just going over all the basic things. And then everybody got one of these sheets. Let me see. I think I pulled it up here to show you guys basics. I don't know if I have it, but I would try to open it. Okay, I'll open it again. So it was this sheet. Like 13 things open. Okay, so it was this sheet here. So this was the robotics basics review sheet. So this covered weeks 1 and 2. Okay, it was 9 questions, fill in the blanks. So please, I started a little thing, week 1 and 2, the robotics review sheet. That was your assignment. And I do require you to type it in. So you need to open this in either Microsoft Word or Google Docs and type in your answers and then email it to me. Okay, I don't want a sloppy handwritten thing that you took a picture of. No, this is part of technology class is you have to use technology to complete your assignments, okay? So please type in the answers. I've accepted your work this quarter, but next quarter, I'm just going to respond back and say, sorry, this needs to be typed up. And that's going to be the expectation for all of the assignments, okay? Unless I tell you otherwise, you have to use one of the programs like Microsoft Word, Google Docs, type it up, and then send it, okay? All right, so that was week 1 and 2. Then moving on to weeks 3 and 4, what we did is we watched that BBC Rise of the Robots documentary. We had part 2 and part 3. And both of those documentaries had a writing assignment that went along with it, okay? So with the writing assignment, you were supposed to choose one of the 2 questions for the week, okay? And then you're supposed to type it up. It needs a heading. Your name, robotics writing assignment, and then have the name of the lesson, BBC documentary, Rise of the Robots, part 2. And then it should be in Times New Roman, font size 12, double spaced. Again, a part of your grade is I take off points if it's not in that specific format. Okay, so for this week, you were supposed to type up the essay for one of these minimum 10 to 12 sentences. And then there was another question for the part 3. So you were ending up with 2 different writing assignments in week 3 and week 4, okay? And they were both supposed to be typed up with the specific writing requirements. So I'm trying to get you guys hopefully used to high school and college where they have a standard for how they want the work. And the standard APA format is Times New Roman, font size 12, double spaced. So I believe that this will be the standard format that you'll be using as you go into the rest of your school years. Okay, and writing is so important. That's why we spent a lot of time with writing this quarter, because you need to be able to know how to share your ideas and your thoughts in your writing. And you have to take time to read it aloud, make sure that it makes sense, check your grammar, capitalization, all these basic skills, spell check, right? And don't submit in garbage, right? Read it over. Don't just send something in that hasn't been spell checked. I mean, that's just careless. That shows that you're not putting the effort in. So take your time and do good work, right? Do something that's excellent. Make your standard be excellence. Okay, so for week 5, it was our robotics current events week. And so you're supposed to go onto the Popular Mechanics website, choose an article that's interesting to you, read it, and then go into Google Docs and you're going to type up a summary. So again, you need a heading. Put your name, the name of the assignment. I'm looking for the title of the article, the author, the publication date, and then type up about 6 to 8 sentences summarizing what was the article about. Okay, so pretty straightforward. All right. And then we moved on, and in week 6 and week 7, we moved on to talking about the basic components of a robot. Okay, and there were 2 sheets. The first one, actually, this was the second one. The first one, let me see if I can find it. No, that wasn't it. It was a review sheet. And I believe it was, no, it wasn't this one. It was a review sheet. It was a fill in the blank review sheet. It was this one. It had 5 questions. So you were supposed to take notes during the video lesson. If you didn't, you'll have to go back to the video. All of the answers are in there. There's no reason why you should get any of these wrong, okay? Except the only reason would be if you didn't do the lesson, you didn't take notes, and you just wrote anything in. And that's tragic, right? That's careless. So fill this in and send it. And then the last assignment was the components, the subsystems, right? We talked about the 6 subsystems. And there were 10 questions to fill in on this one. And that was all of the assignments. There weren't that many assignments for first quarter, right? About 1 a week. So if you set aside that 30 to 40 minutes a week, it would have been easy for you to keep up. And thank you to the students who did that. I'm really proud of you. If you did it, then hey, today's a new day. Start today, right? And use this week to get all of these assignments done. There is absolutely no reason why you should fail this class, except for a lack of effort and a lack of care. So it's really on you. If there's something going on that you need me to know about, then you should reach out to me so we can talk and I could be aware of it. But otherwise, there's really no excuse. This is part of your career in school. You need to be able to manage all of the subjects that you have and get all of your work done. And that's part of being responsible. It's part of growing up. And so I really hope that you will challenge yourself to really make the most of your time here and your education so that you can really strengthen yourself and get ready for high school. Okay? So please reach out to me if you have any questions. Otherwise, submit these assignments in this week. I would like them all by Monday, November 9th. The last day of the quarter is the 11th. And so what I have to do is, hopefully everybody went into the grade link system, but I put your grades in there. So usually everybody will send me an email. If I grade it right on the spot, I'll respond to your email and I'll tell you the grade and then I'll put it in GradeLink. If I just say got your email or whatever, then I'll look at it at a later time, but I'll still put it in GradeLink. So you can check in there and see the grade. And then if it says 0 or if it doesn't have a grade, that means that you didn't send it in to me. And so you need to send it right away. Because then what happens is it automatically generates your grade and it goes onto your report card. So on the 11th, when the quarter's over, that'll be it. I can't go in there anymore and make any changes. So there's no coming on the 12th saying, oh, look, I did it. I'll have to say, I'm really sorry. It's already been done in the system. And that's it. Okay. So please look at your calendars, set reminders. Now you know how to set reminders. We did a lesson on that. And remind yourself to get everything in by the 9th. All right. Okay, guys, I will see you next time. Have a good day. Bye.